Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. We are doing things a little bit differently this year. We typically do our Golden Apple celebrations inside of our board meeting. However, this evening, we do have two board members out of town. And our third board member is at Princeton right now. Scott Clark, his daughter Carly, is a senior on the softball team. And so every game that team plays could potentially be her last game of her career. So Scott will be getting here just as soon as he can. For those of you wondering, it is 1-1 in the bottom of the sixth inning. Scott is giving me lots of updates. So at this time, we are ready to begin our Golden Apple ceremony. As you know, these awards are given out to a select few individuals across the district each year. This presentation provides us with an opportunity to celebrate these outstanding employees. We take pride in being a school district that puts kids first, and we are very proud to recognize our employees tonight for what they do day in and day out for our students, our schools, and our community. At this time, I will turn it over to Mrs. Gentry Fletcher, Mrs. Neal, and Dr. Rice.
Thank you. Congratulations to all the winners who are here tonight. Once your name is read, please make your way down the front and accept your award. Family members, you are welcome to come stand in the aisle right next to our lovely cameraman. You can stand here, take as many pictures as you want. We encourage you to do so. All right, here we go. Our first winners are from the freshman school. Please welcome Principal Michael Berkemeyer, Assistant Principal Emily Singleton, and our first recipient, Darren Ling. Darren has served the Fairfield City School District since 2003, with his last 8 years being involved directly with our freshman school concert band and after-school bands, symphonic winds, and jazz band. Darren's role within our entire band program, specifically our marching band, has positively impacted countless students over the years. Surrounding schools are envious of our talented band students, their performance success at concerts and competitions, and the impact these groups have had on our community. In watching Darren teach, he has high expectations for all his students, and he is extremely talented in breaking down some of the hardest concepts for our students to learn. Darren is a tremendous motivator, an extremely hard worker, a terrific team member, and he naturally looks for opportunities for his students to positively impact every student's freshman experience with performances during pep rallies and our awards nights. The freshman school would not be the same without you. Congratulations. Our next winner is Shelby Stevlingson. Shelby has served the freshman school since 2021, and she has absolutely excelled during her time with us. She is infectiously positive, calm in stressful situations, always smiling, has the biggest heart around, and she is willing to work with and mentor any student in our building, regardless how they feel about English or school. In speaking with students, it's impressive how many of them say Miss Stev's English class is their favorite. She pours her heart and soul into growing her students, no matter what challenges they present. And any staff member who interacts with her are immediately energized. In addition to her success in the classroom, Shelby oversees our class council, which includes having a large role in the planning and execution of our school dance, pep rallies, building leadership, and volunteer opportunities. Her role as a teacher and class council supervisor has provided all our students with a better freshman experience and many great memories they will cherish as their high school career continues. Like Darren, the freshman school would not be the same without you.
Our next presenters are from Special Services, Supervisor Teresa Sunderman and Incoming Director of Special Services, Jen Skirvin. And the first winner for Special Services is Heather Ortman. Heather is an excellent occupational therapist. She works diligently with our youngest learners, the preschool population. Heather has shown to be patient, kind, and hardworking. She not only works hard to ensure that lessons are developmentally appropriate and to close the gaps, Heather assists other teachers. Heather is known to provide trainings on occupational therapy topics to the preschool staff. She also works one-on-one with teachers that need more assistance while working with our preschool students. Heather makes sure she utilizes evidence-based practices daily with the population she serves. She is also willing and able to provide this type of practice information to other occupational therapists in the district. Heather maintains a professional and calm manner. This calm manner occurs even when she is in a stressful situation. Overall, she is a hard worker, passionate to help preschoolers, and a great asset to Fairfield City School District. This is why she has earned the Golden Apple Award. Congratulations. The next winner for special services is Jennifer Stanger. In the realm of education, there are unsung heroes whose dedication shapes the lives of countless individuals. Among them stands a beacon of unwavering commitment and compassion, our esteemed speech and language pathologist, Jennifer Stanger. With boundless empathy and expertise, she has transformed the lives of students with disabilities and their families, igniting hope where there once may have been uncertainty. Through her tireless efforts in the realm of speech and language development, she has provided not just therapy, but a pathway to empowerment for those often marginalized by communication challenges. What truly sets her apart is not just her individual brilliance, but her collaborative spirit. Recognizing that no one professional can tackle the complexities of speech therapy alone, she has fostered an environment of teamwork and shared expertise. Her willingness to collaborate with colleagues, drawing upon diverse perspectives and strategies, ensures that each student receives holistic and tailored support. In her commitment to collaboration, she exemplifies the essence of true teamwork, where the collective goal of serving students transcends individual accomplishments, and she is proud to be known as the Speechy. Her impact resonates not just within the walls of her therapy room, but throughout the entire educational community, enriching the lives of students and professionals alike. Congratulations.
Our next winner is from the Academy. Here to present Director of the Academy, Chrissy Zaboral, and winner, Jordan Smith. Jordan Smith has been an integral part of the Fairfield Academy for the past 6 years. During that time, she has made a lasting impact on many, many students. As an English teacher, Jordan holds high expectations for all her students. She prioritizes each student's unique learning needs and tailors her instruction to accommodate a wide range of interests and abilities. Her classroom provides students with a safe place to be themselves. One student said, "Mrs. Smith is funny. She just looks at me every day with a big smile, and she checks on me when I don't feel like doing something." Another student said, "Mrs. Smith listens to me. She knows what is really important and what is not." A common statement made by many students is that they all feel that Mrs. Smith listens to them without judgment. When Jordan is not with students supporting them directly, she is working behind the scenes to make sure students are supported indirectly. She spent time this year to create a college and career series for juniors and seniors. She brought in guest speakers from several different local colleges and adult programs to talk to Academy students about options after high school. She works hard with her team of colleagues to develop and implement a PBIS system that sets all students up for success. Jordan is always willing to lend a helping hand or a listening ear to anyone who needs it. Jordan's hard work, compassion, and pure desire to help all kids be the best that they can be are what make her deserving of this year's Golden Apple Award. Congratulations, Jordan. Our next presenters are from the high school. Here to present are Principal Ryan Bellamy, along with Assistant Principals Dr. Rebecca Salyers and Rico Callier. The first winner from the high school is Ann Swigert. Fairfield High School is proud to announce that Ann Swigert has been recognized as one of this year's Golden Apple honorees. Ms. Swigert has played a significant role at Fairfield High School in many different ways. She is a dedicated teacher who keeps her students engaged and always cared for. When you walk into her class, you will see students engaged in a project, class discussion, activity, or just having conversation with Mrs. Swigert. She understands the importance of building relationships with her students so they can make lasting memories for years to come. Ms. Swigert is the senior class advisor who has run homecoming, spirit weeks, fundraisers, top 15 dinners, and many more events. She also has one of the most intimidating jobs in the district, and she does it with such confidence and grace, reading our seniors' names at graduation. Ms. Swigert is a team player and has always looked for ways to improve our students' education and engagement at FHS. Unfortunately for Fairfield High School, this is Ms. Swigert's last year as she is retiring. We hope she understands the impact she has made in her time at Fairfield High School and the void she will be leaving as she moves on to the next chapter in her life. Ms. Swigert, thank you for all you have done to make Fairfield High School a better place.
Our next winner is Debbie Sowards. This Golden Apple honoree is one that you'll never hear a negative word about, especially from those she supervises directly. With that being said, she is also someone our students adore. Recently in the cafeteria, a senior student randomly said, "I'm going to bring the cafeteria lady a gift." When asked which one, she replied, "The one in charge. She is so sweet." She truly has a genuine care and concern for our students to ensure they are safe in the building and fed despite their circumstances. She goes out of her way to communicate concerns regarding students to the appropriate person to help identify specific needs to be addressed. Additionally, she has worked to support our PBIS initiatives in the building by providing incentives for our students. Since she began serving as the head cook, the culture of the cafeteria has become one where her staff feel appreciated, valued, and enjoy coming to work. Many conversations with them throughout the year have revealed how much they respect her and love working with her. Her staff stated, "Debbie Sowards is simply the best. She has a heart of gold and a laugh that is super contagious. She feels that every student, staff member, and coworker count and goes the extra mile to create a positive atmosphere. We are beyond grateful she is our manager and friend. We are very blessed to have her at Fairfield. We just love her so much." Mrs. Debbie, your dedication to our students and staff and conscious effort to always put students first and ensure everyone is treated with a kind heart has not gone unnoticed. You have truly impacted our building in a positive way, and we thank you for everything you do for the Fairfield High School family. Our final winner from the high school is Cindy Jones. Cindy was unable to join us tonight, but they accept this award on her behalf.
I believe Cindy's at her grandson's graduation, right? Grandson? Last grandson, I think. The next winners are from the Transportation Department. Here to present is Director of Transportation, Jeanette Flick, and the first winner is Judy Mullins. Judy is our top senior driver with over 31 years of service in the transportation department. She is a hard worker with a positive attitude and a great sense of humor. Judy is a team player. She will work with other drivers and the office staff to make sure all routes get covered, even if it means switching to a more difficult route to help out. Judy's relationship with the students on her bus is the main reason she is receiving the Golden Apple today. She shows a genuine concern, not just for their safety, but for their general well-being on the bus. Judy is often asked to double bus, and her videos could be used as training videos on how to have open communication and make students feel respected, cared for, and safe in the few short minutes she has with them before driving. She injects humor while instructing the students on safety, sings out bus stops, and always has a smile for each student. As the bus driver is the first and last face a student sees in the school day, thank you, Judy, for the extra effort you put to make sure that your students start and end their day feeling safe, seen, and heard. You make a difference. Our next winner is Vicki Rudder. Sweet and kind are the words most often used to describe Vicki, both by her coworkers and the parents. She always has a smile and a hug for her friends in the department, and she cares for the students on her bus as she would her own children or grandchildren. Vicki started in the transportation department in 1996. She has been a safe driver for the district with no accidents or incidences over 28 years. I hope I didn't just jinx you. I didn't write this. It's not my fault, guys. It's not my fault. Sorry, Lance. This year, Vicki has really stepped out of her comfort zone, doing extra routes and doubling to help get students to and from school. She saw the need and pitched in like never before, and there are days we couldn't have done it without her. Vicki has strong ties in the community. She lives in the district. Her children and grandchildren all attended Fairfield City Schools. She has always been a staunch supporter of the district and a positive role model. Vicki is an asset to our department, and the words of the students on her bus, we love Miss Vicki. Congratulations.
For those who are standing in the back, feel free to come down a little closer if you need to. We won't bite. Next up, we have Crossroads Middle School Principal Dave Main and Assistant Principals Shannon Cupp and Eric Stevenson presenting to Danielle Faust. Danielle plays a vital role at Crossroads Middle School, particularly in supporting English language students. Her dedication and passion for serving our students are highly valued by both students and staff members. Danielle's ability to cultivate meaningful relationships with students not only enriches their learning experiences, but also fosters an environment of respect and eagerness to learn. Danielle's standout quality is her commitment to building trust with students and maintaining a strong work ethic. These characteristics not only contribute to her effectiveness as a support staff member, but also serve as an inspiration to those around her. Crossroads is fortunate to have Danielle Faust as part of our staff. Her contributions and dedication make a significant difference in the lives of students on a daily basis. Thank you. And the next winner from Crossroads is Amy Hudson. Amy is an invaluable asset to Crossroads Middle School. Amy is an experienced intervention specialist leading the SOCOM unit. Amy demonstrates a remarkable ability to address the diverse needs of her students by creatively tailoring interventions to suit their individual situations. Beyond her work within the SOCOM unit, Amy plays a crucial role as part of the special education team. Her collaborative spirit and problem-solving skills contribute significantly to overcoming the daily challenges encountered in supporting students with special needs. Amy's peers appreciate her willingness to collaborate and her knack for developing effective solutions. Amy's students benefit not only from her expertise, but also from her infectious energy and genuine joy in teaching. Her proactive approach and unwavering dedication ensure that she's fully engaged in her work, always ready to jump in and support her students in any way that she can. The Crossroads community is extremely fortunate to have a professional of Amy's caliber serving students. Her commitment to her students' growth and well-being is evident in all that she does each and every day. Thank you, Amy.
Next, we would like to welcome Creekside Middle School Principal Dr. Carrie Franchini and Assistant Principal Cassandra Delaney. They are presenting to their first winner, Sean Starkey. As one of Creekside's Butler Tech Project Lead the Way teachers, he goes above and beyond for our students, staff, and community. One student described Mr. Starkey as, "He always makes me laugh, and so many kids love his class. He's just the best." In addition to teaching, he has coached wrestling, led multiple leadership weekend cohorts, and chaperoned Washington, D.C. trips. In addition to the impact he has on students, Sean always lifts those around him and goes out of his way to make Creekside a better place for staff and students. Whether it's checking in on a Friday afternoon, just checking in, you good? Moving a bank of lockers, of course we can do that. Or building a full-sized backyard shed with 7th graders, you might say crazy. Sean says, "Sure, that sounds fun." Another student shared, "Even though he is not my teacher, he is still super kind and always asks how I am. He makes an effort with every student, even if they aren't his. He's always the highlight of my day." And that's from someone not his student. That's amazing. We are so lucky to have Sean as part of our team at Creekside for at least a few more years. Congratulations. The next winner from Creekside is Sandy Johnson. Mrs. Sandy Johnson has served the Fairfield City School District for over 30 years. She is currently Creekside's in-school detention monitor. Her actions far surpass what you might expect from a supervisor of a room designed to be a consequence. Her conversations with students have a lasting impact. This is evidenced by the students that we literally have to shoo away to go to class in the mornings. But I want to say hi to Mrs. Johnson. From middle schoolers, you might think that's just to avoid class, but it's not. They really do want to check in with Mrs. Johnson. Showing students that you can care about them and also hold them accountable is a remarkable balancing act for Sandy. As a colleague, we've never heard her complain, not once. And I mentioned she's worked here for over 30 years. As she nears retirement, we are dreading the day when we will have to replace her. She is one of a kind. Creekside is incredibly proud to have Mrs. Sandy Johnson as this year's Golden Apple winner.
Our next winners are for the district winners. Please welcome Director of Food Services Katie Lozier and winner Kathy Ritchie. And Lance Perry. Kathy Ritchie is an incredible asset to the food service department. She consistently goes above and beyond doing work behind the scenes to ensure our operation runs smoothly. Kathy will drop whatever she is doing with zero complaints or hesitation to come to our rescue time and time again. Kathy's positive attitude is unwavering, despite the challenges or the frustrations that occur in our world on a daily basis. Her commitment to our team, her work, and our school are just some of the ways that make her indispensable. I cannot thank her enough for everything she has done for our kitchen staff, kitchens, and myself. That's Katie. Kathy, you rock. Please welcome, once again, incoming Director of Special Services, Jen Skirvin, to present a Golden Apple to our next winner, Ms. Teresa Sunderman. Jen notes that she has had the privilege of working with Teresa for the past 18 years across various roles within Fairfield. Over the last 6 years, Teresa and Jen have served as supervisors in the Special Services Department, where her wealth of knowledge has been a remarkable asset. Teresa consistently demonstrates an exceptional commitment to supporting both our students and staff within the educational setting. Her tireless advocacy for students ensures they receive the necessary services for success, not only academically, but also in their broader life endeavors. One of Teresa's standout qualities is her adept handling of challenging situations. She excels in problem solving and collaborates effectively with staff and teams to navigate complex issues. Her ability to facilitate solutions demonstrates a high level of professionalism and dedication. In summary, Teresa's contributions have been invaluable to our department. Her expertise, commitment, and collaborative spirit make her an indispensable asset to the team. Congratulations.
Please welcome Compass Elementary Principal Aisha Lambert and Assistant Principal Jenny Willicutt, and their first winner, Kristen Mason. A school clerk is a superhero, and Kristen Mason comes to work every day in her cape. Before the students arrive, many times Kristen has already done a full day's worth of work, answering calls from parents with tons of questions, helping solve transportation mysteries, welcoming kiddos into the building for extracurricular activities, getting information for new students, getting bus passes ready, organizing attendance documentation, and sometimes even on the phone with students, encouraging them to get ready for school for the day. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. And did we mention that she's doing all this stuff at the same time? With her boisterous personality, she is a huge part of what makes the Compass office one of energy, love, and laughter. Kristen, what would we do without you? Thank you for showing up each day, ready to serve our students, families, and staff, and never forgetting to do it with a smile. And of course, your superhero cape. Congratulations. And the next winner from Compass is Robin Heidelberg. Robin Heidelberg represents all the things that a golden apple does. In fact, one teacher made the comment that, "Wow, I can't believe she's not received this award before." Robin is such a team player and is willing to go above and beyond for her students, families, and colleagues. In addition to being an amazing teacher and providing her students with rich and differentiated learning experiences, she also helps our staff by answering all things technology. She works with the building PTC as fundraising chair and plans events to generate funds to better serve our students, serves as a mentor teacher to those aspiring to be educators, opens her home to staff for beginning of the year festivities, has a passion for working with students with exceptional needs, and somehow, in the midst of all of that, found time to become an author. Aisha, what are you doing to these people over there? This year, Robin wrote her first book, Frederick and His Amazing Headphones, a story inspired by her own experiences as a mother of a child with sensory processing disorder. Robin, thank you for all that you do. You are greatly appreciated and loved by your Compass family. Congratulations.
We now invite Central Elementary Principal Carrie Gallo and Assistant Principal Brooke Cox to present their first award to Lee Terry. Central is such a special school. We have amazing students from all over the world and incredible staff members who embrace the diversity and embed themselves into the culture of our school. Tonight, we'd like to honor an exceptional teacher who goes above and beyond to enrich the lives of everyone with whom she works. Meet Miss Terry, a natural leader of inspiration and dedication in our school. Miss Terry possesses a remarkable gift for connecting with students, earning their trust and admiration effortlessly. As the leader of our student council, she empowers young minds to make a difference, fostering leadership skills and a sense of civic responsibility. But Miss Terry's impact doesn't stop there. Recognizing the importance of extracurricular activities, she spearheaded the creation of our Central FC soccer program, providing students with a platform to develop teamwork and sportsmanship. Her innovative spirit also led to organizing building-wide PBIS field trips, enriching our curriculum with hands-on learning experiences beyond the classroom. One of her most remarkable achievements was securing a grant and additional funds from our community to partner with a program called Just a Pair of Shoes. This partnership provided each fifth grade student with a brand new pair of Nike shoes, ensuring that every child has the opportunity to participate in physical activities with dignity and pride. Miss Terry's unwavering commitment to the well-being and success of her students is truly awe-inspiring. Her passion, creativity, and compassion make her not only an outstanding educator, but also a cherished mentor and role model for generations to come. Congratulations. Our next winner from Central is Tracy Welch. In every elementary school, paraprofessionals are the unsung heroes. Their dedication and compassion shape the learning experiences of countless students. Among them, one individual shines brightly, embodying kindness, care, positivity, hard work, and dedication. Tracy Welch is simply the best of the bestest. She approaches her role with unwavering kindness. She greets each student with a warm smile, offering a supportive presence that fosters trust and openness. Her caring nature extends beyond the classroom. She is a dedicated member of our PTC board, helps teachers with anything they need, and takes pride in our building procedures. Positivity radiates from Tracy, uplifting both students and colleagues alike. Even in challenging situations, especially at the end of the car pickup line, her optimistic outlook serves as a beacon of hope, inspiring others to persevere. Her dedication is unmatched. Tracy goes above and beyond to ensure that every student receives the support they need to thrive academically and emotionally. Tracy's hard work is evident in her tireless efforts to create inclusive learning environments where every student feels valued and empowered. Whether it's adapting lessons to meet individual needs or providing extra assistance outside of class, she invests herself wholeheartedly in her students' success. In essence, Tracy is an amazing paraprofessional, colleague, and teammate. Kind, caring, positive, hardworking, and dedicated. Her contributions have left an indelible mark on the lives of those she has touched, reminding us all of the profound impact of compassion and commitment in education. Congratulations.
Please welcome West Elementary Principal Missy Moeller and Assistant Principal Kyle Chambers and Golden Apple winner Shannon Deeringer. In the bustling atmosphere of the high-needs special education preschool classroom, the presence of an educational assistant like Shannon is nothing short of invaluable. With a serene demeanor and a heart full of love, Shannon navigates the challenges of the classroom with unwavering calmness and grace. She possesses a remarkable ability to connect with each student, especially those who cannot vocalize their needs. Through gentle gestures, understanding glances, and tender touches, Shannon communicates in a language that transcends words, ensuring that every child feels seen, heard, and understood. Her devotion to the well-being and development of these students is unwavering, and she goes above and beyond to create a nurturing environment where they can thrive. In Shannon's presence, the classroom becomes a sanctuary of love and acceptance, where every child is celebrated for their unique abilities and cherished for their beautiful individuals they are. West is blessed to have such an outstanding and devoted educational assistant who makes a difference in the preschool students' lives. Congratulations. Please welcome our next winner from West Elementary, Stephanie Marlowe. Stephanie Marlowe, a beacon of compassion and love in the classroom, epitomizes the essence of an exceptional teacher. With a heart overflowing with empathy, she embraces each student as a unique individual, attuned to their distinct needs and aspirations. Stephanie nurtures a culture of warmth and understanding, where students feel valued and supported. Her unwavering dedication extends far beyond academic excellence. She fosters a safe space for emotional growth and personal development. In Ms. Marlowe's classroom, learning transcends the mere acquisition of knowledge. It becomes a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Mrs. Marlowe's exemplary leadership extends beyond her interactions with students. She also shines as a guiding light amongst her peers. As a team leader in the school building, she fosters a collaborative environment where educators feel empowered and supported. With her compassionate demeanor and genuine care for others, she readily lends a helping hand to colleagues in need, whether it's providing guidance on lesson planning, offering a listening ear during challenging times, or sharing innovative teaching strategies. Her commitment to both the academic and emotional well-being of students and colleagues alike embodies the essence of her compassionate leadership, leaving enduring impact on all who have the privilege of working alongside her. West is the best because of teachers like Stephanie Marlowe. Congratulations.
Joining us next is East Elementary Principal Roxana Wyatt and Assistant Principal Jonathan McEldowney, along with honoree Kelly Henson. Kelly goes above and beyond in her role at East as our STEAM lab teacher. You will never catch Kelly without a smile on her face. Kelly remains upbeat and positive regardless of the situation. She is also outstanding at building relationships with the students. This is observable across in multiple environments, whether she has a class for STEAM, supporting students during intervention, or assisting with lunch and recess. Kelly is willing to jump in and assist in any given situation. Kelly is very dependable and rarely misses a day of work. She is truly dedicated to her position. Fairfield East is fortunate to have Kelly Henson as a member of our staff. Congratulations. And the next winner from East is Kelly Howard. Getting a double dose of Kelly today. Kelly demonstrates exemplary qualities in teaching and leadership. Kelly is positive, passionate, enthusiastic, and dedicated to her students, families, colleagues, and the Fairfield community. Mrs. Howard goes above and beyond to ensure the success of every student. Most days of the week, Kelly's car is often one of the first cars you see in the morning and one of the last cars in the parking lot at night. Kelly works hard every day to make things a little better tomorrow than they were today. She spends countless hours reflecting, collaborating, designing lessons, and putting supports in place to ensure the academic and social needs of her students are met. She creates a supportive and inclusive learning environment where every individual feels valued and respected. Over the many years, about 25, that Kelly has worked in the district, she has mentored many Fairfield staff members. Kelly has spent countless hours sitting shoulder to shoulder with Fairfield staff, digging in to help solve academic and social emotional concerns her colleagues were having with their students. Kelly is the person you want on your team and the educator we need on every team. Kelly has a special gift to see the good in everyone. One of her colleagues said this about Kelly: "To work with her makes you a better person and teacher." Thank you, Kelly, for making East a better place for our students, families, and staff. Congratulations.
We would now like to welcome South Elementary Principal Jason Hutzel and Assistant Roger Martin, and their first Golden Apple winner, Stephanie Brooks. Stephanie Brooks is a second grade teacher at Fairfield South Elementary School. If you first look at Mrs. Brooks, you may mistake her for a student, especially when helping to cover a fifth grade class. On a more serious note, you will not find a more dedicated and passionate educator than Mrs. Brooks. Mrs. Brooks is compassionate, nurturing, and patient with her students. For example, she once saw a student come to her class wearing wet socks from standing at the bus stop. Mrs. Brooks knew the student was in need of dry socks and worked with the school nurse to find dry socks for the student. Mrs. Brooks is the teacher a student will remember and talk about their entire life. Her strength is her ability to make the content relevant for her second grade students. Additionally, Mrs. Brooks' ability to meet each student at their individual level is commendable. Every elementary school needs a Mrs. Brooks. South is a better place because of Mrs. Stephanie Brooks. And please welcome the next winner from South, Carrie Mefford. A single person has the power to positively or negatively impact an entire school. You have to look no farther than South's librarian, Carrie Mefford, to realize the truth of this statement. She is a positive force that makes South better each and every day. She is always willing to lend a hand to anyone in need. If she sees a gap, she fills it with a smile on her face. Her positive attitude is an example to anyone who enters South as an employee, student, or guest. South's library is a warm, inviting place that students love to visit. They see it as a place to learn, to share, and to belong. She creates a love for reading in her students. Mrs. Mefford embraces each and every special day at South. Whether it is wearing wacky socks or Fairfield red, she is all in. Her impact reaches beyond South to the entire Fairfield community. Whether she is representing South at a Miami Redhawks basketball game or attending a Fairfield student concert, she is Fairfield all the way. She has definitely found her place to shine at South and, let's try that again. She has definitely found her place to shine, and South is a much brighter place because of her. Thank you, Carrie Mefford. You are a South star.
We now invite North Elementary Principal Denise Hayes and Assistant Principal Kathy Landine to join us and present their first award to Nancy Murtaugh. If you go to Mrs. Murtaugh's classroom, you have to look really hard to find her because she blends in so well with her students. Height-wise, that is. She may be the size of some of the fourth graders, but she packs a big punch. A one-woman show, a maestro of math and science and a conductor of chaos. The good kind, of course. She's the one who's laughing, singing crazy songs, chanting helpful hints, rapping beats to help students remember her content, or concocting crazy games and experiments to accompany her lessons. She has a unique way of imparting information to her students, which has made her a school favorite for years. She's proof that great things come in small packages, and we are honored to present to her with our Golden Apple Award. Thank you for making learning an unforgettable adventure for our students. May your songs and chants remain in their hearts forever, just like you do. Next from North, we'd like to recognize Debbie Snyder. Debbie Snyder's presence is like a ray of sunshine, even on the cloudiest of days. She arrives early, ready to tackle the day with a smile that brightens the entire school. She's an EA who takes her job very seriously. She runs a tight ship, closing the gaps for her students, yet she has a crazy costume for every occasion, decorates a bulletin board with lightning speed, and takes over any duty that needs to be completed without hesitation. Debbie doesn't just do her job, she excels at it, going above and beyond to help ensure that our building runs optimally and that students feel empowered and supported. Whether filling in for a colleague or offering a helping hand, Debbie's work ethic knows no bounds. Thank you, Debbie, for your unwavering dedication and for being the epitome of kindness, selflessness, and excellence in everything you do. We are thrilled to present you with the Golden Apple, and we appreciate all that you do.
Our final two awards for this evening will be given by Superintendent Billy Smith and Billy Smith. The first winner is Kevin McDonald. For the last 12 years, Kevin has coached in our girls' basketball program. In addition, he has served as a show choir dad as well. Kevin has proven to be so much more than a coach and parent volunteer. If you talk to his former players, they will describe him not only as a coach, but also as a mentor and a friend. When people talk about Kevin, they talk about his passion, love, and devotion to our students and our school district. Over the last 12 years, he has made a positive impact on the lives of many students and continues to do so long after they graduate from Fairfield High School. A typical day for Kevin during the months of January and February might include a 16-hour day as a show choir dad, wow, only to be followed up with going to watch multiple youth basketball teams play in a tournament game. Lastly, Kevin doesn't only support the girls' basketball team and show choirs. It has become the norm to see him supporting our students and programs at all kinds of Fairfield events. His investment into our students, programs, and school district is very much appreciated and will never be forgotten. Well done, Coach Mack. Congratulations. For our final award of the evening, please welcome Heather Tash. Even though I don't have the opportunity to work closely with Heather on a daily basis, it has always been evident that she is a one-of-a-kind employee. We often hear about the challenges in our profession, but you will never hear that from Heather. She shows up for work every day with a smile on her face and a willingness to serve. One of her colleagues described her as a servant leader who is dedicated, empathetic, and humble. Heather is known for uplifting and inspiring those around her. Another colleague shared that Heather not only wants what is best for students, but she also cares about teachers and wants very much to help them be at their best for their students. Heather's dedication to our students and staff is second to none, and all of us are very grateful for the positive impact she makes on all of us every single day. Congratulations, Heather.
Thank you all, and congratulations to our distinguished winners. We'd like to turn it over to our board members and Superintendent Smith. And as soon as we are done, we're going to invite our winners to come out into the lobby. We're going to take a group picture with your award. So if we could clear a path for them as soon as we're done, we would appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Angie. Board members, comments?
Yeah, I want to congratulate everyone that's here. This is what makes Fairfield special, people like this. It's great the families come out and support and friends, and I just want to congratulate all of you.
This is one of my favorite meetings all year, this and the retirement ceremony. Everybody is so happy, they're celebrating. You know, I was writing down some of the different qualities of our winners as we were going through this tonight, and I came across positive, passionate, has high expectations, but meets the kids where they are, puts the kids first. And these are things that can't be faked, at least not long-term. It's who you all are. And you get up every morning, you put your best foot forward. You probably don't pat yourselves on the back much, so please allow us to pat you on the back with these awards. And thank you for sharing your genuine, positive, passionate selves with us and changing our kids, changing our schools, changing our community. Well done.
Absolutely. And I will just conclude, there's not much left to say after those comments. Congratulations to every single one of you. That is one of our favorite things, is to sit and listen to all of those wonderful comments. Just always know you are appreciated. You are making a difference every single day. And sometimes you may not feel that on a particular day or maybe a particular week, but never forget you are making a difference in the lives of kids and our students. They are our why. They are the reason that we are here. So thank you so much for all you do. Appreciate it. All right, and now if we could have all of our recipients step out into the lobby, PAC lobby. We'll see you out there in a few minutes.